What is good YouTube, Warstu here with a video on the Captain Marvel movie. So there could be potential major spoilers in this video. But Warstu, why do you do videos like this if you're going to go watch the movie? This will just ruin it for yourself. Well, no, not really. I walk into every Marvel, every DC, every pop culture movie with no expectations, regardless to what said plot leak, what spoilers said online. Doesn't really matter, I just like to go over them because it's very interesting. So, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the videos. We are giving away tickets to go watch Captain Marvel. All you gotta do is follow me on Instagram at Warstu and then send me a message and let me know that you have followed me. So yeah, like I said guys, this isn't gonna ruin my experience, so don't let it ruin your experience. It's just a cool idea to go through potentially what could happen in the Captain Marvel movie. But obviously I will be watching this movie before it comes out and before the embargo is lifted. But once I've watched the movie, I won't be talking about it because I'll be under a non-disclosure agreement. So it doesn't really mean anything to kind of go over a potential plot leak, potential post-credit scene, because we all have expectations of what's going to happen based on the said trailer, etc. But I find it very interesting to go over these, and it is really highly anticipated when these leaks come out and stuff like, and I get multiple messages asking me to go over them, so I do like to go over them. So in the last Captain Marvel post-credit scene, it potentially just said absolutely nothing. It said that it teased up Avengers 4. But this one here is kind of interesting. It goes like following. Nick Fury is reading some file, and suddenly the old lady appears. She says the threat is coming in the future. And then she hands Nick a folder with photos of Tony, Steve from the 90s, and a drawing of Thor. Now this could actually make sense because there were rumors that the Ancient One was going to be appearing in this movie. I mean, a lot of people thought Doctor Strange was going to be appearing in this movie because obviously it's set in the 90s, and a lot of people thought that in the scene in Avengers Infinity War, when he went forward 14,604 times, don't quote me, don't at me, it's something along those lines. People thought that he went to the past as well to notify someone what was coming. So the Ancient One has been rumored to be appearing in this movie and also in Avengers 4. So this would make a lot of sense, and it does have some precedence because we have the scene when Tony Stark first meets Nick, and Tony's like, you think you're the only one out there? There's not, there's others, there's many. So obviously Nick Fury knows a lot more than anyone does in the MCU, and also this is very vague. I mean, it's pretty interesting when a plot leak is so damn detailed. It's like, no. So I do think this could happen. I could think it just could be a potential spoiler for saying, oh, there's a leak, there is someone coming, there's a big threat. Because it doesn't really reveal a lot. So it would be interesting if we do get to see a photo of Tony and Steve from the 90s and a drawing of Thor. So I did come across a new potential plot leak for the whole movie, but we've already done that before, but I thought, why not throw it onto the end of this? So let's go over this, but be careful for spoilers. But if you clicked into the video, you clearly want spoilers. But like I said at the start of the video, it doesn't really change anything because it's just what could happen. It doesn't mean it actually happens. So Jude Law is the Star Force commander. Yon-Rogg and Carol's mentor. See, I don't know if this is true because there's been lots of things saying, no, he's Mar-Vell, no, he's Yon-Rogg, he's definitely a mentor. So this part, yeah, lots of presidents, I guess you can say. The Kree are at war with the Skrulls. Ben is the Skrull leader. The Skrulls are searching for a weapon to use against the Kree. Starforce raids a Skrull outpost for information, and Carol is captured. The Skrulls probe her mind and unlock repressed memories of a life on Earth. Carol escaped. Nick Fury and Phil Coulson are sent to investigate the crack and cross paths with Carol while she is pursuing the Skrull, disguised as an old lady. Carol finds Fury and they bond. She tells him about her memories. Fury leads her to an old shield out where the storage evidence of extraterrestrial activity. The cat is here. Carol finds out that she was the human Air Force pilot who disappeared whilst testing a Tesseract-powered spaceship. Fury kills S.H.I.E.L.D. and they detain Carol, but then he figures out his boss is the Skrull leader. Carol and Fury escape and hide with Carol's friend, Maria, and her daughter, Monica, and Carol slowly regains her memories. Fury calls Coulson, who finds the building where the S.H.I.E.L.D. is studying the Tesseract. Starforce portray them, captures Carol and Fury. The Supreme Intelligence reveals that Carol's ship was caught in a battle between the Kree and Skrull during a fight. Carol's DNA merged with the Tesseract due to the Kree technology giving her superpowers. So, I mean, most of this you could really, I guess you could theorize based on the trailers, etc. We do understand that her powers will come from the Tesseract, but also will be merged to the quantum realm somehow. The Kree brainwashed Carol into believing she was one of their own to use as a weapon. The Supreme Intelligence planets under the Kree Empire. Carol is rescued by her mother, Mar-Vell, a Kree spy who was sent to study humans but fell in love and abandoned her mission. She was forced to abandon her children when the Skrulls located her. Mar-Vell and Yon-Rogg had been working together to overthrow the Supreme Intelligence, and Mar-Vell designed the machine that gave Carol her power. Yon-Rogg betrayed Mar-Vell, wanting to use the machine to become superpowered, using the Supreme Intelligence to cleanse the cosmos. When Carol was caught in the crossfire, Yon-Rogg abducted her, and Mar-Vell has been trying to rescue Carol for years. Carol and Fury and Mar-Vell reunite with Coulson and Monica and set out to retrieve the Tesseract from the Skrulls' lair before Yon-Rogg and his forces. Mar-Vell makes Carol a new suit and warns her about unlocking her powers as they are connected to the quantum realm. So yeah, I mean, it makes sense. We know she's going to go from like a Star Force green suit to the suit that we are seeing, the reddish suit, the kind of classic comic book suit, I guess you could say. But I mean, it's not really too over the top to be like, yo, this is totally fake. I can see a lot of this happening. There is a bunch of evidence in this would suggest either someone has worded it very cleverly from actually just watching the trailers and reading some stuff online, or it could actually be real, but I'm not going to discredit anything. And there isn't really that many spoilers in here that I haven't actually thought of myself, if I'm honest. So let's go on. Yon-Rogg and his forces attack the Skrulls' lair at the same time as Carol and her forces are there. A big three-way battle commences. During the battle, Yon-Rogg kills Mar-Vell, and Fury loses an eye to the Skrull leader. I'm more inclined to think it's the cat who is going to be like the alien that can open a dimension just by opening his mouth. I'm more inclined to believe that theory. Carol fights and defeats Yon-Rogg, but he manages to escape. I mean, I am predicting this bit to be a fight, regardless to who Jude Law's character is. There is a part in one of the trailers where it looks like Carol is about to fight a man who looks exactly like him. Losing Mar-Vell unlocks Carol's full powers. She sends Fury to secure the Tesseract while she destroys Yon-Rogg's forces, then flees into space, destroys the Kree led by Ro-Nan, and the Skrulls reinforce, called by the Skrull leader. Carol confronts Ro-Nan and exposes Yon-Rogg as a traitor. He begrudgingly agrees to leave Earth. Carol reunites with Fury, Coulson and Monica. She is struggling to control her powers and believes she is too dangerous to be left unchecked, so she volunteers to go into space and learn how to control her powers. Before leaving them, she gives Fury the pager to contact her if something goes very wrong and he needs help. Maria and Monica return to their life. Monica wants to be just like Carol when she grows up. Fury meets up with Coulson and they begin investigating Skrull activity. Learning they've spread throughout the entire world, Fury decides that they need people like Carol to protect them in the future, planting the seeds for the Avengers initiative. Is there anything in there so far-fetched? No, not really. We don't really get any talk of Annette Bening, but she is basically unofficially being confirmed to be the Supreme Intelligence. We don't really get a storyline of the cat, who will be an alien. So yeah, I think there is a lot of premise. There's a lot of kind of evidence suggests that realistically, most of this could happen. I think there's definitely parts that have been skipped out and brushed over, but this isn't really going to be, the movie's only just over 2 hours. So I don't think it's going to be a long movie. So I think a good bunch of this would be somewhat true. It also says there's a bunch of flashback stuff as well. I think a good bunch of this could be true, and then combined with the post-credit scene from the other source, which would make sense because obviously if it does end with Fury and Coulson finding out the Skrull are spread throughout the whole universe, and then the Ancient One, although it says old lady, it's obviously talking about the Ancient One showing up saying a big threat is coming in the future, and she hands him a folder with photos of Tony and Steve and a drawing of my boy Thor. So yeah, I mean, I'm very well inclined to think this, but like I said, guys, don't let it ruin your experience. I don't walk into the cinema thinking anything about plot leaks or anything like that, because it's irrelevant once you're in there. You just watch the movie and go with it. Obviously, you're trying to work out what's going on based on what's in front of your eyes. But like I said, guys, the movie is coming out so close. We're so close to it. So it comes out 3 weeks on Friday the 8th. But like I said, I will be watching this movie slightly early. So once I've watched it, I won't be giving anything away. But like I say, these plot leaks are fun. It's more for the audience to engage. I do think the post-credit scene isn't going to be something major, but it would be interesting to see, did Nick Fury know about the threat many years before the Mad Titan himself was revealed in the MCU? It would be interesting if Nick knew about this back in the 90s. So very much looking forward to this. I know there's been a lot of heat on Brie Larson because she hates everyone under the sun. Not really. She just wanted a more diverse audience is all. But I might get some hate for saying that. But I'm going to support her because she's going to be the face of Marvel. And no, I'm not being paid to say that. Although some people hinted, yeah, you're going to back her because you make content. But no, I'm just giving her the benefit of the doubt. And I do think she would smash the movie, because people are judging the movie without even watching it, which doesn't make any sense to anyone. Watch the movie first, then judge it. Anyway, guys, I've been your host, Warstu, and it would be awesome if you could hit the bell button, share it with everyone in the world. That would be cool. And I will catch you in another video very soon, guys. Catch ya later.